How quickly our life will flash before us when we are met with our possible demise. One's reaction can be strong. However, what matters is our response. Does one choose to battle or give up and let go? What was your first thought when you heard your doctors say, "Carrie, you have cancer"?
My first thought was, I knew it. I got the results before my doctor told me, but just the physical aspect.
How did you feel once you were alone with your thoughts and able to process the news?
Knowing that just in the back of my mind, like, okay, well, what's the next steps? So
when did your emotions finally set in?
After we finally went to my appointment at the cancer center, because then that's when it became more real, and then I had to tell everybody.
Was your mom the hardest person to tell?
No, I think the hardest conversations about it was with my nieces and nephews. Yeah.
Carrie has been through more in this last year than most would be able to bear. She has held her head high through it all because of the love she has received. She continues to make choices most would not be able to, and does so with a smile on her face. Now that you've moved through your treatment and your goal line is in sight, how has this affected your spirituality?
My spirituality? To be honest, it really hasn't changed much because I am more of a spiritual person than a religious person.
Do you feel like it has brought you closer to your native roots?
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where that stems from. Yeah. Is more my native side, because they do believe more in nature.
Do you feel like that's what made you gravitate towards your front porch?
More calming for me to be outside watching and enjoying the weather versus being confined inside.
You've kept your spirits pretty high throughout this process. What do you contribute to your spirits staying so high?
Really, it was the support. But it's life, like things happen. You can either dwell or rise above. Yeah. So there's only two ways it could have went. And choosing to embrace, to me, is a much better option than crying all the time, or like, don't get me wrong, I've had my angry days, but there could have been things so much worse than what I've been through personally.
Did the reoccurrence rate for an estrogen positive cancer contribute to your decision to have the hysterectomy?
Well, because since mine was hormonal based, that's just one of the things that helps that rate go down.
With the reoccurrence rate being so high with an estrogen positive cancer, the decision was easy in Carrie's mind. While it will have its lasting effects for years to come, at least she will have those years ahead of her.